Every legend leaves a trace. Some linger in memory, others in things that were never meant to fall into human hands. In the Myths Belief Store, you'll find artifacts, talismans, and relics steeped in the darkness of ancient faiths. Enter if you dare to touch what is forgotten and terrifying. Link in the description. In the world of anomalies, where reality bends under the weight of things that should not exist, there is an object whose name causes unease even among the most experienced members of the Foundation, a silent, hunched, seemingly helpless being. Yet one that inspires fear greater than many nightmares. Today we tell the story of SCP-096, known as the Shy Guy, an object whose only weapon is its face, and whose only rule that must never be broken is looking at it. It is this look that becomes the boundary, a threshold that once crossed changes everything, and the consequences of that act are irreversible. SCP-096 is a humanoid figure with unnaturally elongated proportions, tall, thin, pale, with limbs so long they seem to belong to another species. Its skin is almost translucent, as if devoid of life. And its body appears fragile, although in reality it can withstand forces that would destroy any known material. It spends most of its time curled up in the corner of its containment cell, trembling, rocking, emitting quiet whimpers as if suffering from something no one can identify. It does not react to the presence of people. It does not attempt to escape. It shows no aggression unless someone sees its face. This is the only element that triggers a reaction in it. A reaction absolute and irreversible, independent of distance, obstacles, or time. A single glance is enough, even accidental, even in a photograph, even on a recording, for the Shy Guy to begin moving, crying, screaming, and then following the person who broke the rule. The Foundation has repeatedly tried to understand the mechanism behind this reaction, but to this day it is unknown whether it is instinct, programming, or something far older and more primal. Beyond official reports and containment procedures, SCP-096 has become the subject of countless internal debates within the Foundation. Researchers argue whether the entity is aware of its condition or whether it acts solely on an automatic trigger. Some claim that its constant trembling and quiet sobbing indicate a form of emotional suffering, suggesting that SCP-096 may understand the consequences of its reaction, but is unable to stop it. Others believe that its behavior is nothing more than a biological reflex with no deeper meaning, a built-in safety mechanism activating every time its face is seen. These conflicting interpretations only deepen the mystery surrounding the Shy Guy and raise uncomfortable questions about whether the Foundation is containing a threat or imprisoning a being trapped in a cycle it never chose, a being that may suffer more than anyone realizes. Although SCP-096 is a modern anomaly, many researchers note that its motif appears in ancient beliefs. In myths of various cultures, there are beings whose faces must never be seen. In Greece, it was Medusa, whose gaze turned people to stone. In Nordic cultures, there were forest spirits that punished those who violated their privacy. In Asia, there were stories of demons hiding their faces to protect humans from their power. In Africa, there were legends of spirits that could not bear being seen and whose anger awakened only when someone invaded their space. The Shy Guy fits this archetype. It is a symbol of a boundary humans should not cross, a metaphor of taboo, a forbidden gaze that carries consequences. Some interpret it as a traumatized being that does not want to be seen, others as a construct meant to guard a secret no one should ever uncover. There are also theories suggesting that SCP-096 is a remnant of something far older than humanity, a being created to guard something long forgotten. In pop culture, SCP-096 has become one of the most recognizable figures in the entire SCP universe. It appears in games such as SCP Containment Breach, where it is one of the most dangerous entities. In fan animations that gather millions of views, in comics, fan art, and stories where it is often portrayed not as a monster, but as a tragic being trapped in a mechanism it cannot control. Its popularity comes from the simplicity and absolute terror of its rule. Do not look, it is a motif that always works because it touches something primal, a fear of crossing a boundary that cannot be undone. Creators often emphasize its loneliness, its suffering, its reluctance toward what it does, which makes the Shy Guy not only terrifying but also tragic. And this combination grips the imagination like few others. And now questions for you. Is SCP-096 a monster or a victim of its own nature? Is its reaction instinct or punishment? Is the Shy Guy a threat or a tragic being that should never have existed? And why do you think this anomaly became an icon of the entire SCP universe? Let me know in the comments what you think. If you enjoy dark SCP stories, leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell so you do not miss future episodes.